Probably should have tested things first. Hold on. Okay.
May Cry HD collection.
Get into the game. So we're just gonna be trying to get the platinum trophy. Right, hold on. Right, for trophies, we need to. Wait, does it say which ones I've got? Ah, still the ones I haven't got right here. So we need to beat the game on very hard, Dante Must Die, Heaven or Hell, pass 5,000 levels, which is 50 levels on Bloody Palace, complete Bloody Palace, which is 99 levels passed, and then get S rank on all missions. So, I've just been doing mission 1 over and over so I can upgrade the gunslinger. But it's going hard. Well, I've already beaten the game on hard, but it needs to be rebeaten because I forgot to save. So, but if you didn't see the description, this video is, well, about a touchy subject, if you will. Let me just check that the broadcast is running fine. La 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 la. Okay, we live now? Okay, we live. Okay. So, I just have to check. But yeah. Today we're going to be talking about a learning disability, which I have, which is called autism. Now, to get into it, the main thing I want to talk about is the misunderstanding behind it and treatment. So, I suppose I'll start off with saying, describing it. So, many places I go, I'll be told, oh, I'm weird, or I say weird things and that's why we don't like you, which is all part of my autism. Now, autism comes in many different forms. Obviously, not everyone will have it the same way I do. So, some people might do something called stimming, which is making random noises that make you feel happy. I don't have that, but I do have urges to just blurt out things, and I can't exactly control this, so it makes me really unhappy when people tell me to shut up, because, well, it's not really my fault. You could say, oh, just control it this, just stop doing it that, but that's not how it works. You have to forget that if the brain is what controls everything, and that's where everything going wrong is, well, not wrong necessarily, but where everything happening is happening, then I can't just stop, as you say. Like, I'd have to be cured of it, and because you can't physically cure autism, it's never going to go. And people tend to forget about this, and people tend to see me as, let's say, lower because of this. People seem to think that they can just push me around because, oh, he's the weird kid, no one will care. And that's right, no one will care because everyone's treating me the same way, apart from a few people. But, they're close friends. Well, close, I say. Not close, but not too far, because some are, well, I only really have one close friend, but he's also autistic, so that's why we fit in so well. But you'll find that I don't have many friends, and recently I've been trying to make friends, which is alright. I mean, it's been going alright for me. I'm shooting the wrong thing. Oh well, he killed himself anyway. But on topic. I can't really make friends with, like, being me. I've forgotten all that Swordmaster somehow. Put the style on so I could be better at fighting with swords, and for some reason I think of it wrong. There we are. Yeah, I can't really control them. Like what I do, like saying random stuff. It's not really me being weird necessarily, it's me just saying things that I know in my mind. Like sometimes I say the most out-of-pocket things, but it's not because I want to, it's because it's there and I have an urge to say it, and well, I try not to, but like I said, if it's in the brain, it's not really like I can just, pack it in. Like, if it wants to come out, it will come out. Like, it's not my choice. That's why I get so offended when people are horrible and they tell me to shut up and all that. And, like, sassy people, like, oh my god, will you shut up? And people try to be cocky, like, oh my god, have you heard of a word called quiet? Like, yes, I have heard of that word, because some autistic people, like me, sometimes get a variation of which people call super genius, which is why I'm quite smart. And although I may not be common sense smart, I'm academically smart. And this isn't me going on a narcissistic rant, this is me saying people underestimate me, just because of my disability and how I act. And this act, I can't control, so it might as well be for the reason of being autistic. Because that's why I am like this, because I have a learning disability. And bringing it even further into a point, putting the point out even further, I can't, I'm not like most people. Like, if you, or only people watching this probably won't know on the Snapchat story, like, I have something I call a sword story, which is where I just do sword tutorials. Why? Well, it's called a hyperfixation. Hyperfixation is just where I really like something and I like to rant about it or tell people about it, and that's my way of getting it out. That's my way of releasing all that, that massive urge to try that. And it's nice to see some support, even if it is slightly fake, because some people say it as like a joke, like, oh, I love the new sword video, Ethan, like as a joke in the tough lad voice. And I'm like, thanks. And I'm actually happy some people like it, if they even do, and it's hard to tell sometimes. There's another thing with autism is reading cues. Like, I can't quite say read a room. Like, I can do it in a severe circumstance, obviously. Like, if someone's just died, I won't start going on about skivvy toilet knowledge. Not that I like that, not that I go on about that randomly. Sometimes I'll obviously say that just because, you know, people around me are saying it, it's funny to join in or something. But, you know, joining in's a whole part of this because I am seen as weird. I'm not allowed to join in. I have to shut up. I have to stay quiet. I can't have friends because I'm too weird to have friends. And it's horrible, you know? Like, our whole life I've been trying to fit in and not once have I ever, you know, succeeded. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Like, imagine your whole life, you go your whole life with a single friend. Recently I got Snapchat, and that's what I've been doing on the Soul Story, and I've been trying to add people with, you know, social anxiety and all that. That's just another part to autism that people don't also get. But I'm trying my best to be my best, but my best is my best. And some people also say, like bully me in a way that's like, I don't know what's it like to be autistic, but my honest answer to that is, I wouldn't know what it's like to be autistic, because what it's like to be autistic is, for me, is what it's like to be normal. Because for me, this is just normal behaviour. For me, this is what I do every day. This is what I play. This is what I play every day. This is what I say every day. This is what I think every day. It's a normal mindset for me, and people can't seem to grasp the idea that not everyone is normal. Now, another thing I should go into is the types of autism. Like, there's two types of autism that people think of. That is, there's much more. There's no such thing. Before I start, there's no such thing as a type of autism, because everyone's is different. And if you find someone who's the same, they aren't the same. They're what you could call on the same wavelength. Obviously, there is autistic spectrum, and I haven't really studied it, so I don't know if the low is good or if the low is bad. Like, I am high on the spectrum. I'm pretty sure it means that's what people would classify as the stupid one. Because there is a stupid autism, the retarded autism, obviously, and the super genius autism, the real retard, and the weird smart one. Now, I can't tell what people seem to think I am, because those are the two ones put on me by society and people around me. And if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure it's the stupid one. People, people fail to see the fact that I am smart. I do good in tests. I have consistent meetings and all that. Good grades, always. Like, I always do my best. I'm always trying to make people happy, even if it doesn't seem like I am. I haven't bought a single feeling out of this fight, so now I'm going to pay the price for that. I'm gonna die like in a second, so... Uh-oh. Yeah, I died. But, yeah, it's hard for me to be what everyone will consider normal. There's the message of this. I don't not want to be autistic. I don't want to be autistic. I don't not want to be autistic. I want to be me, and me is autistic. And me is also retarded because I think to bloody think about. Well, I'm not, but people would say I am. But yeah, like I was saying, people see me as a thing just to push around, and it's horrible. Like, I try to get along with people. I am observant. I study people. I say they like this, they like that, they like this interest. I can join in with them in that, or I can't quite join in with that, but I can try to get into what they're into to maybe, hopefully, make a new friend. And that's not possible because no one listens, no one likes, no one tries. Like, oh, that person's a weird kid, oh, this person says some weird stuff like this, that, and that. Like, oh, wait, well, this person's weird, so I don't want to talk to them now, from other people who thought I'm weird. So people put this negative image onto me. And I obviously have names for certain people like that, but I won't call them out because it's petty. And like, I'll probably get hate for calling them out because I'm what I am. But just consider for a moment, like, there is no such thing as normal. In a world where everyone's different, how can normal be normal? Because normal to one person might be, they're like this, they're like that. And normal to that one person might be, they're like this and like that and like this. And, recently things started looking up for me, I suppose. But still, I'm not satisfied with how I am treated. Like just today, I've had to confront two people in science with a angry outburst, I'll say, because I don't have anger issues, but I use it to fuel actions if I ever have an intent behind one. And it is often that I have to call people out, by which I mean it is often I have to, but it's not often that I do. Because I know that if I do, I'll get more backlash for doing it. Because they don't have autism and they're, quote unquote, normal to society, and that's what everyone thinks. Like, they've got tons of friends because they don't say weird stuff, they don't speak their mind, they don't act weirdly, they don't post weird sword stories on Snapchat stories. I'm like, okay. But once again, consider this. I don't care what people think of me. I'm just trying to shed some light because there is other people who do struggle with this. And I am actually one of those people who do struggle with it, of course. And it's horrible, to see that I'm not the only one. But if I were the only one, then it would be a whole different problem. It would be a case where I couldn't really explain myself. It would just be that people don't like me and I can't really change that thing. But it is because of autism that people don't like me. And you say, oh, well, not because of the autism, you just say weird stuff. Well, it's because of my autism that I say that weird stuff. Like, it's like saying I like tomato ketchup, but I don't like, what do you call it? Tomatoes. Like, I don't like tomato ketchup. I like tomatoes. Like, I think that was an awful analogy, I'm going to be honest. There's an example of autism, speaking my mind when things don't quite make sense. And I didn't want it to come out, that's why I was trying to stop, but you see it came out in the end anyway. I wasn't too happy with the outcome. So just people, personally I think just people need to get off their high horse, People need to start seeing that they're no better than me, and I'm no better than them. People just need to, stuff it in their pants and pack it in. There are genuine times when it has hurt me an awful lot. Like, I get excluded from things because of, being who I am. I don't like being excluded from things, I try to fit in, I try to blend in. I try to be normal to society's standards, but I can't. Because I'm me, and that me is not going to change, and what's going on here? Alright, air it. this me isn't going to change because I don't want this to change. If I'm not at school, I'll be having fun at the weekend without people who call me crappy names and treat me like, absolute dirt. Such as some certain girls on buses and classes, such as some certain boys on buses and classes, but boys on buses so less, boys on classes much more, maybe on playgrounds, but it's fine. Because, I mean not to be narcissistic when I say this, but, well, remember when I mentioned the whole super genius thing, like the whole stereotypical role? Yeah. Thinking for a second, I am in between. Or not in between, I'm more super genius than weird, because I tried to keep myself. But think of it logically. Right? Just think. I don't remember what I was going to say. So you can keep thinking until I remember what I was going to say. I'll remember. There we are. I remembered. Right, so it doesn't sound narcissistic, but there's a good chance everyone who's, being a C-word to me now, there's a good chance in the future I'll probably turn out better than them. Now, this isn't to say that I am better than them. It's just to say that I'm paying attention, I'm learning, I'm taking information. You're too busy bullying me to take in any of it. And I just feel like I shouldn't be discriminated against, the amount I actually am. Because I'm just a normal child. Well, no, I'm not. There's no such thing as normal, as I explained earlier. I'm just a teenager. I'm just a 14-year-old with autism who's trying to fit in, who's trying to be this for this person, trying to be that for that person, and I can't. The reason I can't is not because I physically can't, because they won't let me. Oh no. It's a close one. But it's like I said, it was really hard for me to fit in. It still is now. And I love being at home, but I hate being at school. Not because it's bad at school. The days go quick, and I'm loving it. I love how quick the days go. Because what you say, when you tend to get older, the days tend to get quicker, and I'm finding that's true. And it's, damn it. Finding it's true, and it's actually nice to see school days not passing by an hour every, a second lasting an hour. Ah. Oh, what? Yeah, you can pack that in. So I thought I'd just, say all this because it's a lack of understanding. It's people saying that I'm weird this, but I'm not weird. I'm just me. I'm just trying to fit in, and you won't let me. Obviously, this doesn't apply to everyone. Some people aren't. Oh, what then? Some people are nice. Few people, I mean. There's not many. But it's alright. Because I'm finding ways to ignore what people say. I'm alright now. I wish people wouldn't treat me so, horribly. like verbally something. And obviously, I have my own interests. Everyone has their own interests. And just because I like something doesn't mean you have to like it. I think people need to realise that. Like, oh, you do this, or you do that, oh, you stream, you try to be like a big YouTuber, or you think you're big boss man or something, whatever people say and stuff. But I don't think any of that. I just think what I think, and I can't say what I think, because every time I do, I get pointed out for it. Excuse me, right? Eat my arm, Musculin. Pack that in. But, yeah. I'm trying to fit in. I'm trying my best, but people don't really give me a chance. And people say, oh, well, we did give you a chance and we found out you're weird. Like, once again, I'm not weird, I'm not normal. Me. You know? I'm just trying to please people. I want to be something other than, you know, something for people that just rag on all the time. And right now it's hard because no one listens, no one cares. And I don't like to say what's the word? I'll think of it. There we are. I don't like to go on this long about this subject because it's quite touchy. And the fact I have to isn't good. But if I have to explain, then I have to explain. But clearly some people don't get it. But yeah, I just put this out there because I want people to accept me, you know, for what I am, who I am, not for what I've got, what I like. Because I'm not bad when people get to know me, you know, like, I'm not a thing when people get to know me. Like, there's some people who actually I talk to in class and they've gotten time to know me, and then afterwards I've heard there's a few people talking about me afterwards, and they say, oh, he's nice this, and it's like, that actually warmed my heart to see that, you know, finally someone actually cares. And although it's not common because it's not many people, I mean, there's a certain person, I won't name them, but because I don't know if they want to be, you know, on the channel, but their first initial is a D, I'll just say. And it was nice to hear them talk about me in that way. Sure, I wasn't being talked about at the time, I was just brought up as, well, I remember the exact incident, I smelled like sweat. Now, that wasn't any fault of my own, it was a boiling hot day in spring, so, you know, I'd just been outside running around. So, of course I'm going to smell like sweat, what else do you expect of me? And then the person I talked to actually stood up for me. She said, oh, that's Ethan, you leave him alone, he's nice. And I was like, that actually warmed my heart. I didn't say anything at the time, because, like I explained, social anxiety, but yeah. I would love it if people, say, took their heads out their asses and stopped being such inconsiderate assholes, you know? Like, even if I am weird, even if you do find me annoying, is that any need to be exclusive? Is that any need to be horrible towards me? Is it any need to ignore me? Is it any need to treat me like an object? Because I'd argue no. Because I don't treat people differently. Unless they're a pedophile. In that case, I will probably treat them with some disdain. But that's not because of what they were born with, that's because of, heinous crimes. There we are. Yeah. My whole life, I've been trying to make friends. It's been hard. It's because of people's lack of understanding that it is hard. So I think people need to start being more considerate. Is the message for this video. Well, stream. It's not over yet, and it won't be for a while. Yeah. I tend not to bring it up as much anymore because every time I do, like, I get weird looks for it. Like, oh, you're autistic. Wow, that's so quirky. That's so weird. That's so. You must be stupid. You must be really smart. You must be retard. You must be weird. Like, I'm not any of those. I'm Ethan, is what I am. And if people don't like me, then that's their problem, not my problem. I think people just need to start being nicer. Because there is names that I know, there is names that I have wrote down actually, just to know who I'm dealing with, who is horrible to me every day. Who is the ones always telling me to shut up just because I quote unquote said something weird because I didn't fit their norm. Like, who are those people? I know who they are, I have them here. Not like I need to have them there, considering the fact that they've drilled their image into my head. But yeah, it was nice to get all that out, because I feel like people need to... Ooh! Damn. I'm gonna do this mission again. Just because, well, that was a really good goal. Didn't even use my oil. But yeah. I think people need to, remember that it's not me that's the problem, it's you that's the problem. It's you that's the problem if you don't like me because of these things. And frankly, what's the word I'm gonna put? Yeah, that's the word. Okay. I'm sick of it. I'm not gonna tolerate it anymore. There's a quote from the DC Joker. I don't quite remember it, but it was about quiet people, such as myself. I would go pull it up, but I might get copyrighted if I pull up the video. That's fine, because I don't make any money anyway, but I don't want it taken down. Let me pull it up, because it's intriguing. It's actually correct as well, because I can fit with it, I can, live with it. Mm. There we are. Like when you see someone that's always calm or quiet, incredibly kind and avoiding conflicts, like me. Be careful, if this person notices everything, they remain silent because they know if they get angry, it will hurt. They choose calmness, but the day they explode, the one who triggered the anger will bear the brunt. That's stuck with me for a while. Sure, I don't remember it word for word, but hell yeah, I remember the message, and it's true. I try to avoid conflict. I try to be kind at all times. Like, I try helping people out of mental sickness. There's a few times that hasn't went so great for me because for some reason I've been targeted for trying to help. Now, I'm not going to go into that right now because I remember something about it, but I chose to forget the rest. That's a whole other thing that people won't understand. Like, how do you choose to forget? I don't know. Well, I do know, but I can't really explain it. Let's just say, I met some unfortunate people and I didn't like it when they were horrible to me. So I kind of just... Get hell! Oh, Ruben Langdon. I hope you come back in DMC 6. How did that hit me? Ik ben intrigued. Oh yeah, and there's also random noises I might make. These random noises I don't want... Well, I do want to make them, but I also don't want to make them. I want to make them in my head, but I don't want to make it out loud. There's certain opinions I don't want to share, but if I do, I get crucified for it. And it's because of people who treat me with autism like this that make me unhappy. Like a quote from before. Like, that is basically just me in a nutshell. I just want to have a bit of peace, you know? I don't want all this crap. I don't want all this stupid nonsense fighting. I don't want to have to be today explaining what autism is to people. Especially not while I'm having fun in one of my favourite games of all time. That was in front of you. You don't hit me like that, bro. Like, such a fetus deletus. Trying not to take much damage. I'm trying not to take much damage, I say. Anyway. It's just feel people need to be nicer. But with everything up with, you know, stop talking about autism and just get to the game. Because we've been on about this for how long? Mostly a half an hour discussion. I think I've proved my point. And if you have any questions about it, I'd bloody love to answer. As long as it's not a stupid, salty one. Like, oh my god, shut up, no one cares. Like, well, I know no one cares. Like, you think I don't know? You think I haven't been dealing with this, like, most of my life? I can't see. I'm doing as well as I did in the first try, aren't I? Oh dear, I'm not doing as well as I did in the first try. Right. Hold on, lock in, lock in. Lock in, lock in. Lock in, lock in, lock in. What the shit, man? Anyway, yeah. No one's watching, but I try putting my story to be back, but yeah, oh god. I'm gonna stop. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna go let's find a player when I'm on screen. Hopefully someone different. If you did, thanks.